other night I'm outside with the. You ain't got chips. The world, you got chips. You could the next man's girl. Sounds hard.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a matchup where time of possession will be a focus. The Vikings are top 10 in rushing yards, going up against the Packers front seven that will need to be up to the test.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now Rodgers lets it go for Nelson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Terrence Newman with a pick, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Second down, Bradford. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Bradford hitting Thielen there for a Viking first.
Hey, we talked about Adam Thielen a little bit last year, didn't we? Possession receiver, makes some tough catches, gets it done, and he's a homeboy. Grew up very close to the Twin Cities.
And showing those possession receiver skills right there to pick up the first. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The play fake to Murray. Now it's Bradford. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyle Rudolph, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. Forbath out to kick this one away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I think many people thought Ty Montgomery would automatically go back to being a wide receiver this year, but it appears he's going to stay at running back. I know they drafted Jamal Williams from BYU, but Montgomery proving his worth.
And he proved it last year. 5.4 yards per carry, 4th best in the league. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on first down. Lets it go. That's caught inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. To throw, it's Rodgers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jaleel Johnson in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On first down, Murray. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Morgan. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. A play fake to Murray. Now Bradford. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First carry now for the rookie, Dalvin Cook. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bradford. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard, right at the line of scrimmage. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. Reminder that coming up later tonight in the national window, we'll see the Giants travel out to Denver to take on the Broncos. And then tomorrow night, it's the Colts and Titans, an AFC South battle from Nashville.
Both of them have designs on winning that division.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Caught by Montgomery. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how.
Vikings turn up the heat, and they block it. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Rodgers now on first down. And that's complete to Adams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
They run. Montgomery. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The Packers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
I know Devontae Adams really developed in 2016 as a receiver for Green Bay. I think he had plenty of incentive because when Aaron Rodgers breaks contain, gets out of the pocket, anything can happen downfield. You can find yourself open, can't you?
And it makes Adams a high-volume guy. Week 7 and 8 last year, 25 catches. Highest two-game total in the illustrious history of the Packers. That one goes for 36 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are back within a score. And his kick is good. Crosby on now to kick it away. To return, here comes Marcus Sherrills. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. On play action, Bradford lets it fly for Thielen. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
And complete on the right side to Bennett. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Rodgers going to throw. Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit. And that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Caught by Nelson left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Rodgers to Montgomery on a draw. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Martellus Bennett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And this is Michael Floyd complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Bradford. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, Bradford. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
Ryan Quigley, 5th-year man from Boston College, in to punt it away, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Packers will get the football at their own 20-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And that will force a turnover on downs. And this is the 10th carry for Ty Montgomery. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard, 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively.
He's got daylight. The 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Forbath out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Caught left side, Bennett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Have you gotten used to seeing Martellus Bennett number 80? I mean, he's been number 88 his entire career, right?
And how about that? The fans selecting his jersey number.
Yeah, that was his idea. He put that out there on social media and said, here are a few choices. What should I wear? And he went with what the fans picked. Over 100,000 people weighed in. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there. Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Working from the gun, Rodgers. It's caught, Nelson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Rodgers hands to Montgomery. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him. Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body. Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 3rd down, Rodgers. Open man is Allison, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Geronimo Allison, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Bradford on 1st down. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That was
second down run for Murray. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
You and I both know that you don't really truly replace Adrian Peterson, but Latavius Murray is a really good back. Similar running styles, too. Won't wear the same number, we know that. But when you see him run, you might see a little bit of that in him, upright with some power.
And Rudolph has it left side. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
You talk about a combo that works really well. Sam Bradford, short, dart-throwing quarterback, and Kyle Rudolph able to work the seams inside and make those tough catches.
Rudolph wound up shattering his career high with 83 catches last year, third among NFL tight ends. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. So it'll be first down here after the run. From the gun, Bradford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal. Here's Bradford. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Forbath out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now Rodgers throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Nelson. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. The old connection, Rodgers to Nelson, getting Green Bay a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, it's hard to get them started again occasionally.
On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And an alley to run. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumbler from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by Packer pressure, and down he goes. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Bradford going to give it to Murray. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And Murray's still down. Maybe shaking up that go-around. Let's hope he's all right. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Bradford. Wright's got it. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Fielded just inside the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. On first down, Rodgers lets it go for Nelson. He's got a man complete. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Rodgers now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Nelson. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
On second down, here's Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jeff Janis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is taken at the 3. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They go with Murray again. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The Vikings on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing, Bradford. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
From the shotgun, it's Bradford. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. They'll run the counter with Murray. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
3rd and long for Bradford. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. And tough starting field position here. Ripkowski, the fullback, on the inside give. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Oh, they come after him, and it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
There are plenty of ways for a special teams coach to get excited. And when you block a punt into the end zone and recover for a score, yeah, he's going to be jumping up and down a big way.
And as a punter, you know that clock is ticking. He just didn't get it off in time. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Caught left side by Cobb. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cobb. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Bennett. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Rodgers handing to Montgomery. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Ty Montgomery with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now Bradford. It's complete to Diggs. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting to OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
Bradford to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Here's Bradford. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. So now it's fourth down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. To throw is Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. Aaron Rodgers so cool in these situations, but he's got to get his guys moving.
Yeah, they have to be able to have that urgency while still keeping their cool.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Rodgers to throw. A strong running. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a second down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now Rodgers. And he's got some space here. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. This from long, very long range. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. And that changes everything here in OT. Now the Packers get set to go. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. They have a little something to build off of from last time with a 3-and-out.
And what they have to build off of, great confidence right now. Being able to stuff someone on a 3-and-out, you feel like you're in control now. You're doing the dictating. They want to see if that can continue as this game progresses.
Will it continue? We'll see. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again, it's Murray. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. The first throw in overtime for Bradford. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
That part 1 is done, now part 2. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. What can Rodgers do now with his drive? He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? You just get on our backs, and we'll still get the first down." They love being physical.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. 1st and 15 here behind the chains. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Throwing now is Rodgers. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now it's Rodgers. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And an alley to run. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Green Bay, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. So for Charles Davis...
Let go, set me free. Got the streets on land.